What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like and subscribe, and of course hit the bell notification. Put it on all to get notified of all the latest content dropping on the channel. So right about now, this is just a little brief one. As many would have heard and some may not be aware, but Dillian Whyte at the 11th hour, approximately 2 days ago now, he signed a contract exactly on the deadline day, which would have been about midnight 2 days ago now. So we officially do have a fight between Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and Dillian Whyte. So that is officially going down. There haven't been any dates announced as yet, but all we know at the moment is that Tyson Fury has obviously signed his part of the deal. He signed the contract, and Dillian Whyte has also signed his part of the contract. Aside from that, Dillian Whyte still remains pretty quiet. He hasn't really come out and said anything, whereas Tyson Fury has been his normal self. He's been his normal character, calling Dillian Whyte all sorts of sausages and saying he's going to train like Dillian Whyte is Muhammad Ali and things of that nature. So Fury's just being himself. He's being outspoken. He's got a whole lot to say about this fight, but Dillian Whyte at this present moment is not really giving him any energy. He's not really giving him anything to go off of. And the rumors are that I've heard is that basically Dillian Whyte is being silent at the moment because he does not want to participate in any of the sort of fight promotion. And this is all due to the fact that Dillian Whyte was unable to secure the percentage of the split that he wanted. He believes he's worth a lot more than 20%. And I suppose you look at Dillian Whyte's career, you look at the fact that he's been on several pay-per-views, he's been making a lot of money off of his pay-per-views, and he's a fighter that a lot of people know, very popular in this country over here, Great Britain. So yeah, I can understand why he'd feel a bit aggrieved and a bit hard done by here, because obviously he did it 20%. Yes, you know, Fury does deserve a lot of money, but a big part of why this fight sells is the fact that Dillian Whyte's a part of it. Dillian Whyte's a big name in British boxing, maybe not so much in America, but he's a well-known guy. He's a guy that he does bring value to this fight. He does, you know, this fight will sell at least in part due to Dillian Whyte. You know, we know that even the Fury and Wilder fights, they done pretty well in America, but some of them, at least one of those fights, one of those rematches, I think it was, they were giving tickets away. So it's not like Fury is the cash cow and the main pay-per-view draw in the heavyweight division. I'd say that still, as much as Anthony Joshua is not on top of the division, as far as the sort of pay-per-view sales and who makes the most money, that would still have to go to him. So, you know, Fury's a guy, he can sell, but he's not the biggest seller in the division. He may be the best, we don't know. But yeah, all I know is it should be a very good fight. I think it will be tougher than expected for Tyson Fury. I, like most people, will be picking Tyson Fury to win this fight. I think it's one of those where you kind of got to favor the undefeated guy, the guy that always finds a way to win in Tyson Fury. He's very versatile as a boxer. He can go on the front foot, go on the back foot. Dillian Whyte, he's also a proven entity, but he's fallen short a couple of times against good opposition. But I think Dillian Whyte, as much as I picked Tyson Fury, I think Dillian Whyte does have an excellent chance here of causing the upset, as he'll be definitely in the upper echelon of the guys that Tyson Fury has fought thus far. Fury's been having to deal with the same guy 3 times in a row in Deontay Wilder, so dealing with Dillian Whyte will present him with a new challenge, and I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be exciting. As much as I understand Dillian Whyte's stance on the whole thing of promotion, and I've heard he allegedly might not want to go to press conferences, and I think mind games wise, yeah, that might work a treat because Tyson Fury, he feeds off of his opponent's energy. He feeds off of guys getting angry or whatever, or guys trying to respond to him and trying to get back at him in press conferences. He always tends to win the war of words. But I guess in Dillian Whyte's case, if Dillian Whyte can avoid all of that and not even be present, he gives Tyson Fury nothing to really aim at. And in my view, that approach of not being there, not attending, and just concentrating on your boxing and doing the bare minimum, that would probably work in Dillian Whyte's favor because he's not giving Tyson Fury anything to feed into. He's not allowing himself to be distracted by what Tyson Fury does. So that might play into Dillian Whyte's hands. That might play into his favor. But as a fan of boxing, I do like the press conferences, and even Big John Fury's been online talking about, the press conferences are going to be lively. He's front foot all the way, as all his family is. So I as much as I get it that Whyte doesn't want to engage in that, I kind of want to see him engage in it because he's a fiery character. When he's involved in press conferences, they are spicy, they are fiery. A lot does happen and a lot gets said, and it's always lively. And between Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte, man like Dean Whyte, Baby Ting, Shane Fury, Big John Fury, Tyson, between all these guys, it will be a fantastic, it'll be a big show. That may well be even more exciting than the fight itself. So I hope we do see Dillian Whyte and his brother and the Fury family in the press conferences, because I think that'll be a lot of fun. But anyway, that's just a bit of news there for you. It is on at some point this year. We will get Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Let me know your thoughts on that, maybe your thoughts on the outcome. And until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out.